On today's episode of Luthorville, we'll be answering the question, how will you grade the desert roads?
Ordinarily, dirt roads are graded using a motor grader, which I obviously can't afford to go buy. So,
pretty penny, I'm guessing.
Yeah, maybe, $100 grand or so. So what I'm going to have to do is use potentially some other options. There are graders that you can take behind a Jeep or an SUV, also ones that you can take behind an ATV that can help to smooth out the roads a little bit. And the reason that that's important is because I have a motorcycle. So you kind of need to make sure that you maintain those 2 miles of roads through the pavement.
Potholes are a motorcycle rider's worst enemy, and crazy, uneven desert roads are going to be even worse.
Exactly. So out here, you have to worry about the fact that you might have a perfectly clear road for a mile, and then all of a sudden there's a wash that cuts right across the thing, and it's 3 feet deep. So what are you going to do? So those are the sort of things that I need to concern myself with in maintaining the roads to be able to get to and from the property. Something that you don't have to worry about when you live in the city.
I still have my helmet on. Here's the bike. There's a dirt road that I've just been coming down. There's a truck heading away from me. That's what that dirt is. You see this right here? This is the next road that I gotta go down on a motorcycle in the dirt. And I'm scared of going over this little bump right here and dropping the bike.
The problem is that the dense sand on these desert roads is often far too thick and deep to traverse with my motorcycle. The sand develops a kind of powdery consistency like a tilled soil, and in places it becomes impossible to ride through on an ordinary street bike. So as you can see, my street bike will not make it over terrain like this. There's no way. The dirt is way too thick here in these big ruts. I mean, like I said, a dirt bike, a 4x4, sure, but not with what I've got. But here's the view. And just listen to how silent it is. The sound that you hear is the creak of my leathers. It's the only sound there is. My motorcycle is parked just a few hundred feet back that way, just over the hill right there. And the place that I'm trying to get to, if I swing back this way, is about 2 miles down this road. 1.7 miles to be exact. I'm sure it's beautiful and I'm sure it's amazing, but I can't get there. Walking is going to take too long. And I can't possibly ride the motorcycle down this road. It's way too risky. And there's another almost 2 miles to go. So who knows what other sort of obstacles might be in my way. Even if I were to manage to get over something like this, which I don't know how I would, but even if I got through this, I don't know what else is down there. So, this is frustrating. This is the spot that I really want. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I have to rent a car, rent a truck. I don't know.
After taking time to shovel one of the berms so your motorcycle can get over the hump,
it
became pretty clear that the sand was a similar weight and texture to snow. Would it be possible to scrape the surface sand off the road using a standard snowplow? Searching all over the internet, there's no record of anyone ever attempting this. No forum discussions, no how-to videos, no articles, nothing.
Yeah. Now, since no one has ever documented clearing sand with a snowplow, I can only conclude that one of two things have happened. One, people have attempted it and it doesn't work. Or no one has ever tried it before. Would it work? If Jeep decides to donate a Wrangler and a plow company donates a plow, could I clear the desert roads of loose sand so they can be ridden safely by a motorcycle?
A few of the manufacturers of plows are Snowway.com, WesternPlows.com, how do I say that? AgriCover?
Yeah.
Okay. AgriCover.com/snowsport, FisherPlows.com, BossPlow.com, MeyerProducts.com. These could theoretically be used to plow that thick sand away using a Jeep Wrangler. So the short answer is that we have no idea how to grade the sand, or if it'll work, or if it's even going to be necessary.
Yeah.
It's all part of the adventure.
Well, boys and girls, I did it. I made it. Here is the official proof. There is my motorcycle, and there is the outcropping of rocks on my 10 acres of property out here in the desert. So I came from the north and actually made it here on the motorcycle. So it is definitely accessible, if a little challenging to get here, but it can definitely be done.
Luthorville is an educational series inspiring kids and adults to become excited about innovations in science and technology by documenting the design and construction of a Mojave Desert homestead called Galatea Meridian. Witness the crazy story of how Eric Muss-Barnes, an unemployed computer geek and struggling novelist, risks homelessness by spending most of his life savings to build an off-grid dream house in the middle of nowhere. Having purchased vast acres of the Old West, can Eric find a stable job and create his home before his money runs out? Take a journey where fortitude and a pioneering spirit continue to forge the American dream on the romantic landscape of the American frontier.
Thanks for watching the latest episode of Luthorville.
And be sure to share this episode with your friends and family.
And remember, if your ambitions don't scare you,
They aren't big enough.